Hello.
How are you today?
Good. How are you?
Tired. Mm, but anywho, that's not what we're here for. Welcome to the Commentary Zone Noontime Edition. Um, on the docket today, we have Adults Adopting Adults, Season 1, Episode 2. This is also weird. What an appropriate title. Welcome everybody in the live chat. I'm gonna do a quick rundown. Hey Susan, hey Marielle, hey Yanni, morning FM. So glad that you're intrigued by this show. Um, Hi Sarah Z. Hi Steven. Good morning Barbie. All right, guys, welcome. As you enter the room, please don't forget to give us a little thumbs up. I'm doing that right now. We really appreciate your support of our little messy situation. All right, Jamal, what did you think of episode 2? Did it get
I just,
straight
I,
to
I just, I
you?
just, I just watched it, and oof, Christy, like, dude, I'm like, what is wrong with you?
Danny, he got stranger when they went for the walk.
Yeah,
Does Chrissy know something that makes her fearful for leaving? I don't know. I don't want to go down a rabbit hole with them. He might actually be an honest, decent guy who's just a little quirky.
yeah, like the way he's talking about Iliana kind of creeps me out a little bit.
Well, I don't believe the legacy thing. That doesn't make sense.
I mean, I get it because what happens in some states, if you say somebody passes, right, and you don't have any like people to pass on your estate to, the state
Mhm.
takes it.
No, I get the thought of a legacy, but if you really want a legacy, I would figure he would focus on a male heir as opposed to a female who is pregnant.
Hmm.
Um, it's just a little hard for me to swallow based on all the revelations that we've heard about his past.
Right.
I'm trying to give it the benefit of the doubt. I really am. Hey, morning, JG. Welcome. Uh, like we have comments. I'm scared for that girl, Sarah. Yes, I am. She's so far away from home. She has no
Hmm.
one here or even back at home. And then she has a child on the way. And oh my God, why they actually didn't adopt a child? That also makes like, why not? And they're not too old to still like adopt a child, right?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I mean, they're not retirement. He seems to make a decent living. They've got all of that land. I don't know. Oh, you shouldn't want to change diapers. Oh, good lord. Um, Pearl is also scared for her. It's just
I don't like the setup, and here's why. I'll be honest. There seems to be some issues going on in their marriage, and like there's some sort of behavioral issues,
Mhm.
and she's not in the space to like take care of somebody else, and she doesn't want to do it because she doesn't know her, and that's just the way I see it. Because I'm like, there's too many red flags for me.
Look what FM says. There are some moments where I considered if the show is just a facade, like Datelines to Catch a Predator series. Oh my god.
But with this one, I kind of felt something from these situations. I kind of feel something like it's not
Not
like
sitting right?
yeah, it's more like I when I feel something, it's more like this feels more real than most shows because you could see
Mhm.
the like the angst of Christy. I'm like, baby can't run, Like, just jump in the car, take whatever clothes you have, and just run. Do not stay there.
Yeah, but can she run? He's watching everything.
I mean,
And
she
who's
can
to
leave
say
at
he
night.
doesn't have like a low jack on her car? I wouldn't put it past him. He's gone beyond creepy. He's now controlling and domineering. Like, he's got something
Hmm.
on her that she hasn't left. Because she's hearing what other people are saying. It almost feels like she's trapped. Oh my god. All right, so who do we want to start with first?
Oh, the sisters.
Um Tawny and Felicia are the sisters, and Jenny and Michael are the the people who are interested in adopting them. They're in Ojai, California. Is that how
Hmm.
I say it? Ojai.
Yeah. Oh, hi. Hmm.
Um, this is the third time that these sisters have tried to be adopted by Jenny and Michael. Um, Jenny and Michael have been married for 35 years. They don't have any kids. They own a cafe. Jenny and Michael were friends of the girl's mom. Um, it seems like their mom was a alcoholic. They have two different fathers. Um, Tawny is younger than Felicia by about 7 years, and the state removed them from their mother when Felicia was 10 and Tawny was 3. Um, they went into foster care, but that's when Jenny and Michael stepped in and got their like approval to become foster parents. And they took in they rescued Felicia, but Tawny's dad took her. But it was such deplorable situation for her that that what's their name, Jenny and Michael were able to get her, but like like she had to be like in a really bad situation. I think she said she was covered in urine or something like that.
Right.
Why did they let it get that bad? Like, what if
Uh,
she had died or something?
right. Like, when you hear about her situation, you're like, man. But uh, Tawny called. She said she called Felicia. Felicia came and picked her up, and then Felicia was able to get custody of her because she was 19, which was a
Right.
blessing.
Yeah. Felicia took custody of Tawny when she was 19 and Tawny was 12. But Jenny and Michael were always there because it was too much for Felicia. Like, Felicia did not know how to be a mom, you know?
Right.
But at least it was keeping the two of them together. They had that constant support from Jenny and Michael. Um, the girl's biological mother passed away in 2014. Tawny feels guilty about how she died because she committed suicide in her last call from her. You know, she was saying, I'm going to do it. And Tawny was like, why don't you just call Felicia? And then they later found out that she did pass away. Um, she needs to let that go.
Right.
I know, like, you can't hold yourself responsible for what your mom did. Um, Jenny says that she wants to give them a sense of closure and that they are there with them to stay. She wants them to like she wants to offer stability to them. Like, you know, they already know that they can come to Jenny for anything, but they want it like legal, I guess.
Right.
No backseas. Um, Felicia has been trying to set this up for quite a bit. C19 hasn't helped. She's been doing all the paperwork, making sure everything is filed. The last time she set up a court date, Jenny could not get somebody to cover her at the cafe. So they missed that. So Felicia needs to let that go too. That woman has to
Right.
make a living. And it's hard for restaurants during C19 to actually like make a buck. So stop dropping those stupid little comments and like you said, when you're making this next appointment, run it by everybody to see if everybody can make it.
Exactly. Like, especially when you're like, they're not like, it's not like she's trying to get someone to cover her shift. She's trying to get someone to cover the restaurant. Period. So you
Mm-hmm.
leave her alone and you work on her schedule.
Yeah. Let's see. Felicia and Tawny sit down and have a conversation because Tawny's dad is still in the picture. But it says in California, she can be adopted without his permission, but Felicia thinks that he will still be a problem. Can he stop it?
He can he can make it more difficult.
Hmm.
I'm not. Well, there are. See, here's the thing. She's an adult, so I don't see how he could be a problem. I think he may try to guilt trip her. I think it's more of an emotional issue more than a legal issue.
So you think because she's still carrying this burden from her mother that he would be able to more easily manipulate her?
Right. He can be like, well, like I'm your biological dad. I'm all you have left. Your mother is gone. You know,
But he left you in piss to marinate.
correct.
Or am I just seeing this from way outside? I would not. I don't know. I don't know. So, what did y'all think about these sisters? Hold on. Let's see. He's watching everywhere all the time. Okay, so that's. Wait, you've seen episode 4 already? How? How many episodes are we behind? Mm-mm-mm. Um, let's see. I'm trying to find out. Did anybody have any comments on the sisters? Y'all still talking about the Ohio creeper? Oh my god. These are the main levels of manipulation. Oh my god. Child, y'all are a mess in there. 3 comes out this week. Okay, perfect. Does anybody know what night this show actually airs? Oh my lord. Okay. So any other like we just got background on these two sisters because it's the first time we're meeting them. Um so what do you think overall? Like I thought this was like a genuine story, and like I think it's like a good thing that this is happening for these girls. Ladies, sorry.
I mean, this is a good story. This feels like a real family. So they've been together for so long, and I like that.
Okay. So I don't get creeped out by this. I don't have any questions about this. I think these girls are excited to start a new chapter and be tied to this couple. I think it's great for the couple as well, as long as they're genuine. Um, that they have kids that they never had. You know,
Right.
um, we don't see anything bad happening here, do we?
No, this seems to be pretty straightforward because, and it's mostly due to their history. Like these aren't strangers,
Hmm.
so it feels more like you could deal with this. This is more palatable.
Okay. JG says, I think the sisters have an agenda. Do you think that they have an agenda?
I mean, Tawny seems too innocent to have an agenda. Felicia, you know, maybe, but these people have been in their lives for a long time, so I don't really know what the agenda would be in this situation since these aren't strangers. Like with the other ones, there's an agenda, like period, point blank.
Okay. Okay. Um, child. Let's talk about Kim. Oh my god. This melted down so fast.
Like
Um,
you could feel the intensity at that meetup. I was like, whoa. And the way Vicki was talking, like these are ours. I'm like, see, no, you're a little bit obsessive.
That's what I said. Like the possessiveness in her grew exponentially from the first episode to this episode. Um, I feel Kim is at fault here because I'm wondering if she's allowed them to think, but it's different. It's not maternal in any way. It's like ownership. I don't hear her
Right.
talking about her own sons like that.
Like it's straight ownership.
It's a weird vibe, a really weird vibe. And at this point, I think Kim and her husband just need to go and get the teeth fixed and let them go about their business, and occasionally invite them over if they learn how to behave to some family events. But I would not pursue adoption with this couple.
Mm-mm. No way.
And Kim husband need to step in
Yeah. Like he needs to step in. Like step in. Step in.
because he should have a say. That's his spouse, right?
No.
He doesn't have a say.
No. Because this is her. This is like he said. These issues predate him, and it's ultimately her choice because it's her. It's not. This is not a decision. Like it's not a we thing. It's a her thing.
No, but the issue with her mom predates him.
Hmm.
She's picked up with Vicky Dem with him.
But the thing is, though, he can't. Like he can deny access to his kids. Yes, but as far as the adoption, no.
I still think he should say something like,
Oh no, he should definitely
just
say something. I'm
sit
not saying
there.
that.
Because it
I'm not saying
impacts
that.
his children.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying he shouldn't say something, but I'm just saying like when it comes down to the ultimate decision is hers.
Is she saying? How does she think? I don't know. Like, we're seeing it for the first time as outsiders, third parties, and everything feels creepy. But I guess this is gradually built over years. So they might not notice it because they've been around this couple forever.
Yeah, it's been like what 3 years?
I think so. Hold on. Let me see. Okay, so Yanni says that episode 3 he did and actually freaked me out even more. Oh my god. Kind of scared to watch episode 3 now. Um okay, it's incredibly hard to prove a parent unfit in my state.
Oh,
Oh. Okay, okay, okay. All right. So I guess it's oh god. FM says her husband be complaining his life choices in every scene. Oh, her husband be contemplating his life choices in every scene. I gotcha, FM. I gotcha. He complains too. He just doesn't say anything to her, to Kim. Um, JG says, but it's going to affect him with the new grands. Does he seem to like them as much as she does?
well, he likes them, but he thinks this whole situation is weird, and that's the problem. That's what's coming through with him. He sees this as really like he keeps saying this is unnatural, this is weird, yada yada yada. Like he's voicing his opinion, but he understands like this is her choice.
But by saying that it's unnatural and weird, can you still like something that's unnatural and weird?
But he likes them. But he likes them as people. They've been good to his kids. It's just the situation, the dynamic is weird.
Thanks for joining us, Yanni. Um, Cuckoo Kim.
I agree with Joe.
Uh,
I'm with Joe. I'm with the husband on this. This is weird. This is odd.
that's
Like what's going
Jose.
on?
Her husband is Jose, and Vicky
Oh, why am
husband
I
is
calling him?
Joe.
Why am I calling this poor man Joe?
Cause Vicky's husband is Joe.
Gotcha.
Yeah, the names are really close. Um, That's why I had to go back and write them down because
I
I
like Jose. Jose making a whole lot of sense.
he is, but I wish he would
Be more
be
forceful.
more vocal. Like I think he's let this go too late. Like the train is already off the tracks.
Mhm.
She hasn't filed paperwork yet, right?
It doesn't seem like it.
Oh my God. When the adoptive grandmother and Kim got together, um they're just feeding into each other's neuroses. Yeah. Has Vicky said anything bad about Valerie yet?
I don't think so.
Okay, I'm waiting for that to come. All right, so Kim is gearing up to tell Valerie, her first adopted mom, about Vicky and Joe's real connection to their family and to her. Um, Valerie seems to really like them and has thanked them for, being there for her daughter and her grandkids when she couldn't, but also letting them know, well, I is here now.
Right?
I is here now, so it's okay. Um, um, you know, then we see scenes where Vicky is like saying that Kim's family is hers and not Valerie's. I was a little confused because how could you say that? Okay, so they didn't talk for 8 years, but she raised Kim, and
Right.
now they're talking again. Like
Mhm.
there's enough people for y'all to share.
Right.
Um, I thought Vicky was acting really awkward at that birthday party, making it real obvious. She was very standoffish with Valerie. Valerie was a lamb to the slaughter in all of this.
Yeah.
Um, Vicky wants to know where she stands with the adoption, and how, like, what's going on with the reconnecting with Valerie, with Kim reconnecting with Valerie. I don't think that's okay. With regards to the adoption, she could ask about that, but I think it should be up to Kim to share anything that is going on between her and her first mom. I don't think I don't think Vicky needs to step in.
Mm-mm.
I think that should be organic and like stop. It looks like you're meddling to me.
Right.
Um, and if the adopted grandmother really did care about her, she would be pushing to foster the relationship between her and the mother. Yes, and the family as a whole. Yes, FM. Oh my God. Jose says that it's awkward with both sets of grandparents at the party. Her husband gets uncomfortable in these situations. Kim is ready to deal with her first mom. Then we see Kim telling her mom, it's like the day after, and we see her telling her mom she's making them drinks. I don't think you should be serving alcohol. Um, Valerie says that, she tells Valerie, and Valerie's like, if they adopt her, then Kim won't be her daughter. And Valerie asks why she didn't tell her this before. And she says that she feels blindsided and she's crushed. And she goes upstairs, she takes off her mic pack, and she's like, she feels totally ambushed by this whole thing and betrayed by Kim. And Kim sits there kind of emotionless. Like you just hurt that woman.
She still
You
drank her
hate her
drink,
that
actually.
much. I don't know. That
Remember,
whole thing
Kim
is
sat there and drank her drink when her mama went
mm-hmm,
upstairs.
mm-hmm. No emotions whatsoever. Kim needs to sit down with a therapist. She don't need to get adopted. Work on your first adoption before you start doing a second one. Because Vicky could clip her nails wrong one day and you decide you ain't talking to her neither. Vicky? Look what's happening with the first adopted mom. Could happen to you. Kim feels like she got ripped off with her adopted parents and wants a do-over. Like that doesn't like were they abusive to her? It seems like
The
there was
dad.
a situation with the dad.
Right. It was like the dad, and then the mom really didn't do anything.
So then hash that out with your mom. What do-over do you want? Like life don't work like that. Just suck it up. Jesus. Sorry I'm being so callous. But this whole situation makes no sense to me. And it's coming over as Kim trying to get back at Valerie. Just saying.
Exactly.
If there were no children, that would be her decision alone, but babies change everything. Yet she's dragging her children into this. It's just odd. This may be judgmental, but Kim herself should have not had children until she took care of her own emotional stuff. Or maybe the kids brought out all of this emotional stuff. Maybe she had it suppressed, and then having children of her own brought it out. I don't know. He complains to the camera. Everybody wishes they could change certain things about their parents. You can't act like they're a return item at Target. So true. He tolerates everything as though he has no input. I wonder if she has characteristics of her father.
Could
If
be.
that's how she handles conflict with her spouse.
Right.
Because why is he so hesitant to say anything and speak up in his marriage? It's very weird. FM says, yeah, I bet Kim's husband be looking over some divorce options, and if he's not, he should, especially as a lawyer. What if the adopted grandparents end up having rights over those kids? Well, they would, wouldn't they? Like, don't grandparents have special rights in the state of California? No, they're in Nevada.
Yeah, they're
Sorry,
dividing.
never mind, never mind. He needs to be more vocal. We we'll just want love. Everybody deserves it, and you can't take shortcuts. It is absolutely atrocious that these children are having to deal with this. So true. So true. I need to increase the size on this because I'm going blind. Okay, here we go. Ah, so much better. They all just want love. We got you, FM. What happens when the adoptive grandparents have real grandkids by their sons?
Oh, that's a good point.
I don't see why they can't wait for that. Or is that unreasonable? They're not that old.
No, you're right. They're not that old.
And so I wish they interviewed the adopted grandparents' grown sons to find out how they were feeling about this. I agree. Why aren't Vicky's kids there to talk about this mess? Or do they even know?
Who? I'm gonna go. I bet they don't even know.
Yeah, because it seemed like it was a surprise to Teresa, her sister.
Right?
Mm. Okay, she hasn't said anything bad yet. They're stand-ins. I think their son is only around 3 years old, so that's all he's known. Oh. Should be going to a counselor. What happens when the grandparents need care? Jose's going to have to deal with it.
They've already offered to pay for her dentures. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah. But if I was the first three kids and say they both need like home care or something like that, I'd be turning to the newbies and saying, hey, you've got some catch up to do.
Oh,
You can
uh,
do that. Sorry, like that's especially if you didn't tell me all the while this was going down. I'll be like,
like
okay.
here's the thing. That's a good point. I wonder if their sons know they're about to have a sister. I'm curious. I'm very curious about that.
It it's not like Vicky does not have children.
Right.
I don't understand this at all. And you rushing to have grandkids. Grandkids will come when they come. My God. It's very risky to your heart to love children that are not your actual offspring. You have no guarantee that they won't disappear.
Exactly.
I think Vicky went into this way, way, way too deep. I think she needs a touch of therapy along with Kim. Kim, I feel she's just trying to get back at Valerie.
Exactly.
And if she then calls off the adoption with Vicky because she feels that she's done what she needed to do against Valerie, now you're hurting a second person because of your little twisted thought patterns. That's not cool. That's not cool. Um, Kim is for sure trying to get back at her mom. If I were Kim's mom, I'd be packing my bags, dusting her off. Oof. Just wait till Kim changes her mind like she's returning an item at Trader. Where I live, grandparents' rights amount to 1 weekend a month. Expensive too. Wow. Mm-mm-mm. FM, you're a mess. Trader Joe's slash Target slash Costco return a parent policy.
You know what it is? It's just the way Kim is going about it is the problem. Like, there's no. I mean, I agree with Valerie. She's like, this is an ambush. Um, because Valerie's all for the other grandparents being there, like if they're there, like thank you for being there, I appreciate it, yada yada yada. She was cool
Mhm.
about it, but I think it's the fact that you're asking the person who raised you, good or bad, to not basically you're trying to kick her out. That's how she feels, and she has the right to feel.
Mhm. JG is asking why do they have to move those new grands into the house? They're moving Vicky and Joe in there?
Oh no, they offered.
What?
Episode 1, yeah, they offered.
Who said that? Kim or Vicky?
Kim. No, like Vicky said, like even Joe and Vicky were talking, like yeah, like we were kind of like we don't have anything to offer them financially, so we're good, like yada yada yada, and they were like we were shocked when they invited us to move in with them, and then that's why people have the inclination like oh they just want you to be babysitters, so otherwise why would they ask you to move in?
Something's wrong there. Something's not making sense. I don't know. I don't know. And the newbies have cash. Their sons are going to sit back. Is this the family insurance plan? Hey Heidi, Vicky is already jealous over Valerie. Yep, very much so. Um, wait, what's Steven? Okay. So Ebony doesn't agree with the family insurance plan stated by Stephen. Welcome, ladies. Welcome to the chat. Um, I don't think either Joe cares. They need to speak up. We've been saying that the Vicky's husband and Kim's husband need to speak up. The train is off the tracks. Let's start pulling an emergency brake here, people. Steven says they gotta move them in so that they can take care of the kids and clean the house.
That's
Oh
what that's
my
why that's
god.
what everybody thinks. That's why like I think that's what the Vicky's sister thinks because she mentioned that. Like, are you sure they just don't want some babysitters? And they're like, well, they haven't asked us for anything, and we haven't asked them for anything. And then when remember the subject of the dentures came up, and then the sister was like, that's payment for some future babysitting services.
Yep. Ablavi and Shay are here. Welcome. Ablavi says we need to review Love is Blind. I tried watching that last season and I fell asleep. I really did try. Shay, you didn't get notified? Oh no. Do you follow us on Twitter? That's a wait, did the Twitter thing go out? I don't even know. Jamal, you're in charge of the social media.
I'm not sure. I don't think I posted to this morning. Unfortunately, I woke up late. I was up late last night.
Okay.
That's my bad.
Alrighty. I'm sorry, Shay. I'm not sure what happened. Let's see. Um, okay, yeah. That was I think Teresa, her sister, asked her that. Okay, so Ebony Dix, your own offspring, your own offspring might could hurt you just as well. Yeah, your own offspring could hurt you just as well. Intentions are very important when it comes to caring about someone. Mm-hmm. Let's see. What else are y'all saying in here? Okay, so anything else regarding Kim and her wackadoo?
No, it's just Valerie's ramping up her intensity. Not Valerie. Vicky's ramping up her intensity.
I just don't like how she's saying stuff
Right.
because it sounds like those kids are a possession and she's more focused on the grandkids than she is on Kim. And her adoption is supposed to be Kim. Like go and pester your sons for grandkids.
Right. And I wonder how old her kids are to where there's such a rush to have children. Wanting them to have children. I wonder like where her health is. So I think that might play a factor into why they're pressing for grandchildren. I'll be honest, because she said she's permanently disabled since like what 2011, 2012, and I think there's some other health issues. So I'm wondering like what if there's anything going on there.
Mm. Thank you, Shay. Alrighty. All right, so let's get to the last hot mess. Oh my God. Creeper, Danny, his wife Christy, and Iliana up in
Mhm.
Ohio. um, we open back up with the kitchen scene, I think.
Mhm.
Danny admits that he's cheated on his wife and he's apologized. Danny wants to discuss this with Iliana. Iliana didn't look like she really wanted to get involved in that.
No, she said that she's like this is between y'all.
Mm-hmm. Iliana says that she has like a father-daughter relationship with Danny, but not so much with Christy. Like Christy's been a little remote. Um, Danny goes. Then we see Danny going into the bedroom to go and get Christy for breakfast, and we find out a little bit more about how Iliana was home in a homeless shelter and back home in Austria. And so basically, she'll do anything to stay there because it seems like they've
Mhm.
got a little bit of money and they're willing to pay for everything for her and her baby. Um, Next, we see the three of them go for a walk or a patrol around the property. Um, Christy doesn't think that Iliana's a good fit. but she still feels sorry for Iliana
Right.
in her situation.
Now
Um,
here's the thing.
mm-hmm,
I really want, and I want chat's thoughts as well.
mm-hmm,
I watched this morning. Christy, I felt really bad for. I felt uncomfortable for. For some reason, she gives me like she's going through some PTSD because she seems very traumatized in her
uh-huh.
saying like she's going through it. I'm like she's sitting in her car or truck. What really got to me was when she was in the truck or van with all the baby things behind her, saying like we just bought all this stuff for the baby, probably purchased today. We've taken more bags into the house. I'm like, if she just broke down crying, I'm like, she really like has gone through this, and I just think she's. It's just the way it comes across.
Mm-hmm. And that particular scene, I wasn't buying it. I really wasn't buying it. Um, Christy has issues. She really
Mhm.
does. There's a reason why she has not left. And I think it all boils down to Danny.
Okay.
That walk around the property was an eye opener for Iliana and for me because it was like neither one of the two of y'all is leaving. He got cameras everywhere. And she asked him, Iliana asked him, why do you need cameras? And he said, because I want to know what's going on. He's a trucker, he's hardly ever there. Christy was in her car. He was at an airport somewhere on his job.
Mhm.
And she could not even summon enough gumption to run away. She sat there in her car trying to squeeze out tears. I don't think she has any more tears left for this. I think she's been crying for 20 plus years, being with Danny. I wouldn't be surprised if she had an IUD in all this time so that she would never get pregnant for him.
Mhm.
Um, and she's put up with one additional woman after another in their relationship, and yet she's trapped in that relationship and on that property. He's got the best job that she could run away,
That's what I was thinking too.
but she can't.
Right.
I wonder if they're up to date on their taxes, like their property taxes, IRS, all of that. I wonder if they're up to date on it. Why are they doing this show?
A good question.
Those signs and the cameras and all of that that we saw when they were on their patrol is kind of daunting. But what scared me most was those containers in the back of the property. Those big, they look like a 20 by 40 containers that they had back there. What's up in those? And then when he said he was a he used to run a survivors company. I don't know the real name for it. Sorry. Um, I'm looking at Danny real strange. Like, like I'm going deaf with the alarm bells. I really am. It's just all too convenient. It's all too crazy. Um, he's spending money no end on this girl. He's going to the Babies R Us. They're buying all of
Mhm.
the clothes, the little rockabye dookie things, all of the stuff that she's gonna need. We get a backstory on Iliana. She met the baby daddy on social media. They dated for about 5 months, and then she got pregnant, and he blocked her. Danny says it's very important for him to take care of Iliana and her daughter. Okay, so she's having a daughter. This makes no sense. I feel he likes controlling women. he doesn't want anybody to challenge him like a male would. Um, he got to be the only man in the house. They take Iliana to the doctor. She's 31 weeks pregnant and she's high risk. The baby is very small. Um, and then Christy sits in the back of the car going through all of the medical bills and the pricing.
Right.
That was crazy because obviously she's not on anybody's insurance yet. She's just gotten there. Because she's high risk and the baby's so small, she's going to have to go to the doctor every week. So, good Lord for them. Um, we find out more about his line of work and how he travels for work. Um, so yeah, and then Christy says while he's traveling for work, she just picks up the pieces, and he doesn't appreciate her. I don't like I don't like how these statements make me feel because there was a case many years ago back in New York of what was her name? Greta Rosenbaum. She was they had an adopted kid which ultimately died in their care. The child was abused. Um and so was the wife. And I think they went to trial, but the same questions were asked. Why did you stay? You were getting beaten. This little adoptive girl was beaten. Like it was just crazy. And she was beaten so bad that the way the mind control he had over her was like,
Hmm.
where were you going to go? You have nowhere else to go. Nobody else but me wants you. You have to take care of the kid. It's all your fault that what's happening to you and this kid. You wanted that kid. It was just total mind control.
Wow.
I there's like shades of this that remind me back to that case. Something like, is anybody looking at these shows? Please let this be all script. At this point, I want it to be script because if this is for real, like nobody's looking at this.
It
No.
makes you wonder. Like seriously, it makes you wonder.
And then we at the end of the last part of their segment, we see Danny in this strange scene at the airport filming. Um, we see Christy in the car crying, trying to squeeze out these tears with the baby stuff in the back. Iliana is not happy with the sleeping arrangements and didn't think it was good for the baby. Um, they have another doctor's appointment and find out that the baby is now breached. That's going to be expensive if she has to have a
Yeah.
C-section.
Oof.
Um, he is ecstatic, and Christy is falling apart. What? This better be scripted. This cannot be for real. I am so perturbed by this.
It's just weird. It's all over the place. It makes no sense.
Okay, so what are you guys saying? Oh, I really wonder where is the application for a show like this, right? Because like at least with like the Love After Lockups, we see like at the end of every episode they go, if you're dating an inmate.
Right. Right. Right.
um, but I don't remember seeing that for this show. My God, she was too weak to leave. Stockholm syndrome, you think? G_5. Hi there, welcome. You just watched the show for the first time last night. What did you think? Are you as creeped out as we are? Yeah, I want this to be scripted. You don't know how much I want this to be scripted. Heidi Back is looking to be adopted. Girl. Jamal, do you want to adopt Heidi?
Shoot, I didn't have kids for a reason. I'm gonna be honest. Just saying. I'm completely honest with that. Like,
But you'll have grandsons and stuff like that.
if I don't want kids, like, what makes you think I want grandkids?
But they're already grown. You don't have to do anything.
They're still expensive. They still want stuff. No, that's where parents go wrong. Like I tell people
Um,
all the time, I said I don't want to take care of me. So I'm just honest with that. I don't want to take care of me. So you really gonna be out of luck.
oh Lord. Steven said that's why I feel Christy can't leave because she believes that he sees everything. Yep.
Oh, good point. The camera, I think you said that the cameras, right?
Yep. I believe that in addition to the property being rigged, if you have your whole property rigged, you have to have the house rigged too.
I agree with you.
And Iliana better look for the cameras in her camper.
That too.
I wouldn't put it past him to put one in the toilet. Just saying. It's all about Danny. Yes. CPS on speed dial. So true. Yes, and Iliana is starting to realize that she's in danger. But what is she doing? She's complaining about the camper
Right.
because she want to move inside the house. Why you want to move inside the house? To get Christy out? Girl, you don't move closer to the danger.
Exactly.
You talk to Christy privately and say, "Give me a ticket back to Austria," and you be gone before he come back from the trip, and leave Christy to suffer the consequences. Protect your baby, girl. Mm-mm. But is she starting to use Christy? Yep. Definitely creeped out. The outfits people wear at the airport are funny. Oh, Heidi says that she'll take care of you, Jamal. Uh,
Oh.
So Heidi says that Dan Danny sees it all. Then again, he may be lying. Oof.
That's the thing. You have to be like trying to break this down, especially with them. I'm so confused because no one's on the same page. If you look at Danny, Christy, and Iliana, they're all on different pages.
Mm-hmm.
And what was creepy is when Iliana was talking like, I love tattoos, yeah, 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 and right after that he says, yeah, dad buys the tattoos. I'm like, no, mm, no, 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 no. That was yeah. She's gotta go. Once that baby's born, she's gotta go.
I don't know, guys. The show, this show's striking a nerve. But we'll figure out what day it's aired. And Jamal, do you want to put this in the roster? Because I'm curious to see how this works out. I need to find out that this is scripted.
You said I need to find out this is scripted. I love it. I
This
mean, I'm
for
not mad. I'm not mad at it. Not at all. It's just I'm like, what is wrong with you? I keep asking myself, what is wrong with these people? Like, how did you? I want to know how you got here.
I don't. If it's not scripted, I don't because that's going down a rabbit hole of like terror. No. No, I'm not. I'm not. Well, not all the time. No. I'm having a little ginger tea cuz I'm just trying to get zen with this show. It stresses me out. It does. Um, guys, this was it. This was the episode. This was it's adults adopting adults, season 1, episode 2. This is all so weird. Um, let us know your thoughts on this. My thoughts are this has to be, please let this be scripted. I've never wanted a show to be scripted more. Major creep factor for the whole show. Yes,
Yeah,
yes. Um, I'm
and that's the
all
problem.
there's a reason why I don't watch horror movies, and it's this. It's very unsettling for me.
Really, you don't watch horror movies?
No, I don't.
Oh,
I don't watch horror movies at all. I think the last one I watched. Okay, big mistake. The last two that I watched Halloween, and that took me a while to get over the original Halloween. That
hmm.
took me a while to get over it. And then I watched the first Jason, and I was just done. They don't work with me.
Oh, they don't work for me.
It's a personal issue. I have nightmares. It just unsettles me for quite a while. I know it's
Oh,
just a picture. I mean, a movie. I know it's just a movie. I know it's not real, but
is it
obviously
the
I'm not mentally equipped.
is it the imagery?
It is, and the constant state of being scared. No, prolonged frazzling of my nerves. No, and it stays with me after the movie for days.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, I don't get sleep. I have an active imagination, and it
got you.
just goes into overdrive. So it's not good for me.
So there's not you're not the
I'm a
person who could
chicken
walk
butt.
a. So basically, you can watch a scary movie and then go camping.
Well, first of all, I wouldn't go camping.
Okay,
But second, no. Like I even have trouble like turning off the lights after a movie.
oh, I got you.
Yeah, because then my dreams take over. And I
Right.
think that's the reason why the Freddy thing got to me so bad was because he came to you in dreams. So yeah, that was the last one that I saw.
No, I got you. I mean, I get it. So if you have like what they say an overactive imagination, I could see why you wouldn't watch those types of movies
Yeah.
because you start imagining all different types of scenarios.
Yes. Yes. Um yes. That's it. You got it, JG. It stays with you, and the images grow into more fearful scenarios. It just keeps on escalating. It's just really weird.
No, I get it. I get it. Like, cause especially if you're susceptible to that, you
Hmm.
start like looking at stuff and stuff. Start looking at like other stuff. I get you.
Yeah, I'm a chicken butt. I'll admit it. I'm a chicken butt. All right, so tomorrow we're doing £1,000 Best Friends.
Yes.
Okay, so I have to watch that this evening. I hope it's good. So guys, meet us back here tomorrow, 12 noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific. We're gonna be talking about £1,000 Best Friends. We'll see how much Vanessa, her name's Vanessa, yeah, how much she irritates the snot out of me this week.
Mhm.
Bring your notes, folks, and let's talk about it tomorrow. So, Jamal, any final thoughts?
No, we are good.
All right, guys, don't forget to give us a little thumbs up. And I can't wait to see your comments. You guys rocked in the live chat. And shout out to the replay crew. So until next time, Jamal,
Oh, how you says watch Too Large first. That's where they came from.
I have to watch another show.
No, but I'll check it out though, just to see this backstory.
My mornings are occupied with Maths Australia, so I can't fit in another show.
Oh, JG wants to know what time. 9 a.m. tomorrow.
9 a.m. Pacific, 12 noon Eastern.
Yep.
Okay. All right, lovies. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. And Jamal, until next time.
Yes, I want to say thanks for listening, Susan.
Aww. Susan's our ride or die. We love you, Susan. Bye, everybody. Bye.